Hello, YouTube. How are you doing? How are you doing, guys? Say hi if you come on. Say hi. Comment hashtag replay if you're watching the replay so I can see how many people watch after I post it, all right? And I just posted to Cash App. Um, so I will be pinning it in just a second. You can read the star comment in the comments. Hi, Angela. Marie, how are you doing? How is it going? Hey here, YouTube. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? All right, say hi if you come on and comment hashtag replay if you're watching the replay so I can see how many people watch after I post it. All right, there's the Cash App. How are you doing, Angela? How has your day been going? I'm good. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty, and here is the Amazon wish list if you'd like to get something off it for me. But I know a couple of weeks ago I did, not a couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago, I explained why I need help on the Cash App more often, what's going on and everything, and maybe today's Tuesday. No, today's Friday. Maybe Monday when I go live again on this page just to talk, no cooking. I will mention it again and explain it in depth again in case somebody missed it. All right? All right, so let's pin the Cash App. All right, there it is. I pinned it. All right, and we're making chicken casserole. Chicken casserole. Now, I'm using shredded chicken, and it will be from a rotisserie chicken. Now, normally I would have had it shredded and in a bag or in a bowl, ready to go. But I got home really late. I got home near 5:30. We left about one something, a little later than I wanted to, but it's okay because my husband doesn't have to work tonight, so it's okay. And I said I was going to go live at 5:30, but that's what time I got home. I had to put groceries away because they were all in my way and all over the place, and especially the cold stuff. So I did that, and then I fixed my dog. She already had her dry food out there, but she did not. She did not eat her food. It takes her a long time. Babe, you put this down there by your drinks. Sorry, I found another can of Chef Boyardee. I knew my husband bought four of them for himself. But anyways, so alrighty, so I am going to. I put some water in the pan. I'm going to cook the pasta. Okay. So let me move. Well, this pan I'm going to need. Let me turn the light on my stove. Okay, let me move this. I got to move this. Yeah, guys, I know. I got a lot of stuff, not a lot of space. So let me put it in the back. I got to be careful because the back burner is not so well. So, I mean, it works well, but. All right. So I turned it on high. I put hot water in it. All right. So, anyways, even if I got home early, I wasn't going to do shred the chicken from the rotisserie. I was going to do it on live because I want to show you a trick. Now, you guys may have seen this trick already. Okay, you guys may have seen this already. And because it was on, I saw it somewhere on Facebook or somewhere. Okay, so you guys may have seen this already. Okay, I used to pick the chicken off the bones. I don't mind that. But I saw something online and I did it one time before. Because every time I did it, I always forgot. Then I remembered one time and it worked good. Put it in a large Ziploc bag. Freezer bag or regular bag, whatever. We just have freezer bags because we use them mostly in the freezer. But put the whole chicken in here. The 2 wings and a little bit of chicken is missing because I put it in my dog's dry food. And then there was some liquid at the bottom of the bag from the chicken that I got at Walmart. So I dumped it in there and I mixed it all up. And she tore it up. There's no more left. She ate every bit. She didn't leave nothing. That's a good girl. Everything is gone. So, put it in here. Now, the only thing with this is, when you're done, it does leave a lot of little bones around. So you got to, when you're pulling it out and separating it and, whatever, just check for, be extra visual. Pay attention to the bones, okay? Because it's not, when you're picking it by hand, it's easier not to get so many bones, okay? But anyway, see? Just a Ziploc bag. All right, guys? All right. So, you still on here, Angela? Here we go. So, you take your hand. It's like massaging. Massage it. Have you ever, look, massage it. I'm massaging my chicken, guys.
Obviously, it would be better if we blow them out. Then we know we're going to win. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Just keep massaging it, guys. Just keep going until all the chicken is off the bones and small enough. I can feel the bones. Just keep massaging it. See what it looks like so far?
I'd rather be blown out.
Tell me this ain't a great idea, and a quick idea.
3 blowouts in a row, that'd be crazy.
I don't mind sitting down and just pulling it off the bone. If I have time and I'm just sitting there and nothing else to do, But I'm not doing this because I'm rushed. I was going to do it for you guys anyway because I wanted to show you this hack. And I'm going to, usually, I'm going to start doing it from now on just because I like to. Then I'm going to sit down.
Or overcoming a slump again. Let's say we're down 14 in the third quarter.
My famous
push
the chicken.
I mean, I think either way would be great for him, but I just want to see him blown out.
Yeah. Sometimes to skin out, eat it or give it to my dog. You're going to have to.
Because I don't think Dallas is beating Detroit.
The best way to take chicken off a rotisserie.
There's no way. And then Philly plays Cleveland, which
they're gonna win.
I don't know.
They're not better for me. The Cleveland is one of the worst teams in the league.
Jalen Hurts has been playing like shit too, though.
They
barely beat him. Who they beat last week?
So, I'm just about done.
Who? Oh yeah, that's right.
Just about done. Okay. I know you see my tea container here. You may see a bunch of stuff because I don't hardly have any room. But as long as you can see this pot right here. Oops. I don't want to pan on it. See, because I'm going to.
Yeah,
I already messed it. See? I hope it boils because it already. And we're gonna cook the It's gonna be egg noodles, and we're gonna cook it for 5 minutes. That's what the lady said. That's what it said on the recipe. Because it's going in the oven anyway. So let's see. Normally it says cook it for 7 to 8. We cooked it just on 5. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. If you ever need to pick chicken off a rotisserie, this is the way to go. See, Malik? It's all off the bone. Alvin, all off the bone. I just massaged it in the bag. See, and you can keep going however you want. Okay. So now, I am going to bring trash can over here because Brownie, my dog being crazy. My dog being crazy. I'm gonna get my little bowl, not a regular, like cereal bowl, but this bowl to put the chicken in. As I pick out the bones, we just toss the chicken in there. Just I don't have any counter room, so I'm just laying the bag into the sink. Okay, so the water's over there trying to do its thing. Let me make sure I got it right. All right. Trying to get it just right because the back wants to act up. All right. So, and if you see like a big piece like this, just pull it apart and make it a little smaller. Okay? Just grab a little bit because you will still see some like this is on a bone. I just pulled the bone out, so you know.
Is that we're rotating the captains that we need.
Oh no, I like that.
Yeah, 'cause, a lot of teams have their set captains. I like that. You in practice you earn the captain.
Yeah, that's
All right, guys. Anybody on YouTube? No, anybody else? Come on. Hi, Shannon. How are you doing? How is it going? You probably missed my little demonstration. Well, I got a rotisserie chicken from the store. Okay? Because I'm having shredded chicken, so I got a rotisserie. Well, anyways, I saw something. I think it was on Facebook. I'm not sure where it was. But I already tried it once. I could have done it more, but I always forget. But anyways, back up. No. She's trying to get into the trash can to get the bones that I'm throwing away, but I'm standing right by the trash can. Told her no. I have it by me so I could dump the bones. But anyways, there was this hack where you put a whole rotisserie chicken in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and you massage it, and all the chicken will come off the bones, and it'll look all shredded. But then, when you take it out the bag, you want to, sometimes you might have a little bit of big pieces, but you want to make them smaller and go through, make sure there's no bones, like in between here, here's a bone. So, no, Brownie, back it up. So you want to be careful with that. Okay, especially if you have small kids, guys. Want to make sure you get these bones out. Okay, but if you'd rather not do that and you'd rather just pick it off with your hands, then go ahead. Because if you do that, I guess you won't have bones to pick out like this. But I just thought I like the idea though. See, like it got a bone here. See a big bone here. And the big bones are probably the legs. And just sometimes you'll have some big pieces, big chunks that you got to break up. Because, when you pull the chicken off a rotisserie, it's going to be in big chunks anyways. Because that's what usually happens. I'll pull all the chicken off into a bowl, off the wings, off the legs, off the body, And then, I don't care how big the chunks are. I'll just pull it all. Once I get all the chicken off, usually I'll go in there and go like this and pull it apart. Ooh, this fell in there and I didn't notice. Thank goodness I did that thing with my hand. But go in there and just put your hands in there like that and break it up. And just break up the chicken into smaller pieces. Now I got this big thing. It's probably the middle. So I'm pulling off what chicken didn't come off. It's probably the middle of the chicken, you know.
It comes as ready-to-eat food maker Bruce Pack has recalled more than 10 million pounds of beef nationwide. There are about 75 more chicken products affected. Recall also covers.
You hear how quiet it is in here, Angela and Shannon? If you're still here, Angela.
Visit this story on our website. For parents
But
out there, Fisher Price is recalling more than 2 million baby swings due to a suffocation hazard. The recall impacts the Snugget swings you see on your screen. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the headrest and the body support insert could increase suffocation risks for infants. The company says consumers can remove those pieces and return them for a $25 refund. The agency says the swing.
And then once you got all this chicken torn up and shredded and good, put your hands in there and just like you're mixing something. So you can just make sure you don't feel any bones. Okay?
Big changes could be coming to the search engine many of us use every day. Back in August, when a federal judge ruled that
Just going through this.
monopoly over internet searches, the next big question became, what will be done to change that? In this filing of proposed remedies from the Department of Justice, which brought the case to Google, the plaintiffs say that could include a break.
Another big bone.
All companies, whether they're big or small, do better and deliver more for the public.
I think that was the legs, you know. They look like big leg bones. Just grab a bunch out. I hold it over the bowl. Bone.
Google calls the DOJ's proposals radical and says they risk hurting consumers, businesses, and developers. The vice president of regulatory affairs says government overreach in a fast-moving industry may have negative unintended consequences for American innovation and America's consumers. We look forward to
When your hands are a mess and then you got an itch in your ear or on your nose or on your face. That's crazy. I'd be like, oh, I can't. I'd be like this. Trying to go like this. Hoping I can get it, but.
There are plenty of other cases against Google, like those going after its data collection practices that some users claim violate their privacy. And if plaintiffs are successful there, it could force Google to abandon methods that help generate the bulk of its revenue.
They have intentionally designed their product to be addictive.
Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin is suing not just Google, but YouTube and their parent company Alphabet for allegedly harming children's mental health by violating the state's Deceptive Trade Practices Act, which Google
Okay, so
is pointing to its child safety.
just keep doing that
On all these areas of privacy, child safety, almost
until you get all this chicken out of this bag.
enforcement and lawmakers. But they're met with teams of lobbyists and lawyers who are fighting just as hard to keep government out of their business. In Washington, I'm Atrell Nishar reporting.
A prominent Federal Reserve official
Okay.
says another interest rate cut could come next month. Last month, the Fed cut rates by
When you got all this
data now shows
broken up and make sure there's no
market remains strong.
bones in here. And sometimes I mix it around because I'll find a big piece I forgot to break up.
Elon Musk revealed the Cybercab during the We Robot event streamed on X last night. It can carry 2 people at a time and will cost you about 20 cents a mile. Musk will launch fully autonomous.
Like I'll feel something here,
California next year.
like a gristle or.
Cybercab will be in production by 2026.
That's why I go through it carefully.
Stores in North Texas could operate
Sorry, it's taking me a while, guys.
with stores opening near Dallas
The
without
water's
traditional checkout counters. Instead of waiting
doing its thing, so we're waiting on that too.
when leaving the store, AI technology will make sure everything is properly scanned and paid for. Up next, it is the weekend, which means construction closures. We will show you the problem spots to avoid starting tonight.
Okay.
New art
see.
The fun celebration happening there this weekend to celebrate 10 years of the saga. I'm calm already. I approve this message.
Okay, last handful. And yes, standing right here doing this chicken, my back is starting to hurt really, really bad.
You're ready for a solution to tooth loss, but dentures disappoint and expensive implants aren't for you. A breakthrough option is here. Clear Choice, the #1 provider of
Okay,
full arch dental
so that's it.
in the USA, now provides
Let me.
dentures that combine the durability and security of implants.
Okay, so the pasta is going to be egg noodles, and they say 12. She said 12 ounces, but my bag is a 16 ounce, so I'm just going to use the whole bag. Okay, I'm going to use the whole bag. I'm just breaking up this chicken, making sure it's all broken up. Okay. All right, so let's throw this away. Don't touch. And don't you dare. Let me wash my hands. Okay, let me wash my hands, guys. The water is hot. I tell you guys. For real. Some stuff fell in the sink. Okay. Oh, and sometimes it makes it worse by standing in one spot. Sometimes. So it's really hurting. Let's see. I know, my dog is always silly. Okay. So let's see what we got to do now. Waiting for the water to boil. Okay. And I'm going to be using 8-ounce cream cheese, 8 ounces sour cream. So let's see.
Use the block, any kind that you want. And I'm thinking we're going to do about 6 ounces of this. So a little bit over half. That's what I think I'm going to do, about 6. Okay. Put that in there. And then we have 8 ounces of sour cream. We're going to put this whole.
Okay. Oops.
And then we have 8 ounces of sour cream. We're going to put this whole little container in there. The whole 8 ounces.
Okay. So 8 ounces of sour cream and 6 ounces of cream cheese. Now, cream cheese, she said about 6 ounces, and she used the little container instead of the block. But I'm going to I might use the whole thing because it says 12 ounces of egg noodles, but I'm going to use the whole 16 ounces of the bag. So, give me a sec.
It is going to be nice. And if you're lucky enough to have it off, you're going to enjoy it. You're really lucky. Whether it's beautiful, I know, of course, we've talked about it. We definitely
Guys, hold on. My back's hurting, so don't mind me. All right, so let's see. Let me get this out the way.
We wish we could get some, but it's not going to happen this weekend, so I guess we're
So I
going
can lay my spoon down. All right.
It's a beautiful evening shaping up for South Texas.
Now, she said that the cream cheese and all that we're going to mix together now, she used the same pot that the noodles were cooked in. Because she cooked the noodles first, left them in the strainer, and then I guess just rinse the pot or whatever and use it again, so she could only use one pot. But I don't want to take that much time to sit here and wait for the noodles to cook, because my son said putting hot water will make it boil faster, but I sit here and wait forever. So since I'm putting the lid on. What do you think, Shannon? Should I wait for the noodles to cook and use the same pot so I don't have to dirty up 2 pots? Because once it boils, the noodles are only going to take 5 minutes. They're 7 to 8 minutes, but she said 5 minutes because it's going back in the oven anyways. So 5 minutes. And this week, I don't know when, it could be an in-between day from cooking. I'm going to make some homemade biscuits. I found a recipe, and the biscuits look so good. She put some butter on them. Well, she melted some butter and, took a brush and a silicone brush and melted butter over the top of it when they came out. And then she opened one and she poured some of the melted butter that was still left over on the biscuit. And then she put some jam or jelly, whatever, on the biscuit and ate it. I thought about what if I made the biscuit and, well, I didn't buy any, but if I had bought some sausage patties or a roll of sausage and made them into patties and put them on a biscuit and have sausage biscuit, or a sausage biscuit with cheese, put a slice of cheese on there, or maybe half a slice because the biscuit's probably not as big as a square cheese, but or put sausage and then a fried egg and then some cheese and go from there. I would like to have a round egg like they make when they make the sandwiches. Like I got a was it a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, or was it sausage, something? And the egg was perfectly round. I could do that if I got one of those plastic things that you put in the pan and break the egg into and make it perfectly round. Yeah. But let's see. I just didn't feel like washing the lid to the pot. But now it's about to boil. Oh, let me put some salt in. Babe, hold on, guys. Babe. 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 Get your hand. Babe. Can you hand me the salt, please? Left a legacy of philanthropy in San Antonio. The Saga exhibit is a 24-minute free art and history show. Sorry, guys, I had to get the salt from my husband. He had it. He was eating some cucumbers with salt. Okay, so I got some salt in there. And let me put some oil. I usually put vegetable oil in there. The olive oil that I buy, or the extra virgin olive oil, or this time, well, last time I did too, but this time I got avocado oil. It doesn't matter what kind. I use that to put in the pan when I'm frying something. But usually for a nonstick spray, I usually get avocado oil, or I'll get this oil from this nonstick is olive oil. But I usually like to get the olive oil, avocado oil. I got to get some coconut oil. It says it's good. You can add it to your dog's food. You can rub it on their skin. It helps. So, yeah. Because I was supposed to get my dog to the vet just to get checked over, look at her paws. Since she's licking them in red. And I know it's probably allergies. And get her allergy shot so we can get her from being. But I thought this time I was going to have the money, but I didn't. So I couldn't get her there. Sorry, guys. There was something on my computer screen. I don't know what it was. All right. If it doesn't boil in a couple of minutes, then I'm just going to start the other part. Because I really would like to use one pan. Just drain it and then rinse out the just put some cold. Like what you could do is if you have to wait on the noodles before you mix them with the whatever you're doing, or wait before you serve it, take the noodles that are in the my brain is not thinking. Take the noodles that are in the strainer, leave them in there, and then rinse them with some cold water so you can stop the cooking process on the noodles. So I don't want them to keep cooking while they're sitting in there. Okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to preheat my oven. But I'm going to preheat it to 400 because I forgot what she had said. I had watched the whole video, but I forgot. Okay, and she is going to have us add 1 cup of pasta water, add more if needed. So what I'm going to do is when the pasta's done, I'm going to try to take out about 1.5 cups to 2 cups before I strain it because I need that pasta water. She's going to have us use it. But usually, in case I missed it, I'll put the, in case, so I can know ahead of time, like now, what to preheat the oven to. Normally I'll write it right beside the recipe. On the paper, I'll write the oven temperature, but I didn't. So I'm going to do 400 because if she said 425, 450, then it's not far from it. And if she said 350, then I can just go down 50 degrees, you know. So let's just do 400. Oh, take out my cookie sheets. They stay in the oven. I don't have really much else place to put them. Okay, so it boiled. So let's get the. If I seem like my thoughts are not straight, or I keep forgetting what I'm going to say, or I get halfway through a sentence and I can't remember how to finish it. That's just what's been happening to me lately. I don't know if that means anything, but I hope not. Okay? Okay, so I got. All right, so let's put the timer for 5 minutes. Let me stir this first. Let me just stick it on here. Okay, I'm just trying to give it a minute to boil back up. Okay, now let me look at this real quick while I'm waiting on the pasta.
Whole 8 ounces. So whenever I first started doing these videos, y'all, this was one of the recipes that I did in the very beginning. And my phone started ringing, and the whole sound and volume.
While I'm waiting, because we want the cream cheese to get smooth and melted up in there, I'm going to cut it into little cubes so it'll be easier. Okay?
Redone it, but I didn't. I posted it, and it's been a very popular recipe. But I thought, you know what? I need to do that again because that is so aggravating to try to watch it whenever I was looking back at my videos the other day. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to redo it. And this is just a can of cream of chicken.
Okay, so 1 can of cream of chicken we're going to use.
Very good.
This one is cream. I have some cream of chicken with herbs. I like that too. So pull that out.
All right, so we got our can of cream chicken. We've got 8 ounces of sour cream, about 6 ounces of cream cheese.
Okay, 6 ounces of cream cheese. If you're gonna buy a block, you gotta buy an 8 ounce, and then use all but 2 ounces. And the way you can figure that is, go to the half mark. That's 4 ounces, and then do half of the 4 ounces, which is 2 ounces, and then cut that 2 ounces off and put it away. But me, I'm going to use the whole thing because I put extra noodles in there. And if you have milk, put a little bit of milk in there. Just pour a little bit in there, okay? You do not have to, and if you don't have milk, you don't have to use it. It's not going to hurt the recipe, okay? Oops, I got to go back. Okay, let me get a knife.
And then we use some more for our raw potatoes.
Let me cut it in cubes. I cut it. Can you see me, guys? All right, I'll count. I cut it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 down the long ways. Well, down the side. Yeah, down. Turn it to the side and then cut it 4 times. And then the long ways the other way. 1, 2, and it makes 3 rows. So now you got your squares. Okay. She put her seasonings in there. I'll let you know what those seasonings are in a minute. I'm trying to see something. I'm going to put those seasonings. All right, she's going to put a little bit of ranch in there. She puts, let me see, if it's 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon. All right, she's going to put 1 tablespoon. And then once it's all mixed up and ready to go, she'll taste it. And she might add a little bit more. But I saw the video. She did not add any more. You just want to taste it a little bit. But I'll probably put 2 tablespoons because I want to taste it a little more than she did. Okay. So let me see. Let me go back and see what seasoning she used. So we can put. See, she's going to. She would not buy milk for the recipe if she didn't have any because she doesn't hardly buy any milk to begin with. But she had to use that for something she made, a cake or something she made. Oh, she was making some macaroni and cheese, she said.
And then we use some more for our raw potatoes, which you'll love. These are so good. Y'all gotta try that. Let me get sidetracked here. But anyway, so I was glad to be able to use that milk in this recipe, but we're also going to put some of our pasta water in there, so you don't have to have the milk. If you got it good, if you don't worry about it.
You don't have to have milk. If you got it good, if you don't, it's fine.
We're going to do a little bit of onion powder. Just to sprinkle, because we're going to put a little bit of ranch seasoning in here. Garlic powder, which all these seasonings is in the ranch too, but I like to put a little bit of this too. So onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of parsley. Let's see here. Take that off. Let's just get it. So that's probably about half a tablespoon, give or take. We'll do some pepper. We're not going to do any salt because we're going to do some of the ranch. So just pepper in. I have my ranch pack in here, y'all. Now for this, you can do how much you want. I'm going to start with about 2.
Okay, so it's done. So I turned it off. Let me give it a stir. Okay, so let me see if I can find it real fast. I was looking for the parsley. Parsley, parsley, parsley. It's not over here in my freeze dried. I got this is like freeze dried oregano, freeze dried chives and stuff like this. Oh, I think my parsley's over here. Let me see. Uh-huh. Here. Okay. Now, she's going to use onion powder and garlic powder because she wants a little bit more of that, even though she thinks it's in the ranch seasoning already. Okay? So she's going to use onion powder and garlic powder and parsley. And then we're going to use the, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons. She only put 1. I want a little. And she's going to use pepper. No salt because there's probably plenty of that in the ranch seasoning. So we are going to use those seasonings. Okay? So let me get the strainer. I know I could have had the strainer ready, but I was using the sink, remember? Okay. So now I got the strainer in there. Let me take out about 1.5 cups to 2 of the pasta water. Now I'm just gonna take this measuring cup and just dip it in there. But sometimes this, like the handle, when I use this like to melt butter in the microwave, it doesn't work. Well, it works, but then the handle is all hot like it's gonna melt. So I might want to get a glass one, but this is 2 cups. Okay, it's about 1 3/4. That should be enough. And I'm gonna lay it right here on top of the pasta bag. But I am going to because when I did get some of that pasta water, I did scoop up some pasta. So I'm trying to get it out of here. Let me see if I can see any more in here. I thought there was one more piece of pasta. Okay. So let me drain this. Let me give it a quick rinse. I don't want to put that. Okay. Now I'm putting the pot in the front. Well, I put it in the back burner because I thought I was going to use that big pan I have, but I didn't end up using it. I waited for the pasta to cook. So now let's get this. Let's rinse it with some cold water to stop some of the cooking because we don't want it to. Just as the top gets cool, move some of the pasta and let it get in there. Okay. All right, that's good. So now, let's go on to the next step. Okay. I know definitely the first step was to put the 6 ounces of cream cheese, but remember, I added a little more pasta, so I'm going to add a little more cream cheese. Now the sour cream. Now, let me see. There was a temperature on the stove. Let's go back.
A very popular recipe, but I thought, and then we have 8 ounces. Going to do about 6 ounces. 8 ounces of cream cheese here, and I just bought the kind in the tub since I was buying it for this. But you can use the block, any kind that you want. And I'm thinking we're going to do about 6 ounces of this, so a little bit over half. That's what
Okay, 8 ounces of sour cream. The whole thing.
So whenever I first started doing these videos, y'all, this was one of the recipes that I did in the very beginning. And my phone started ringing. And the whole sound and volume and everything on the video got messed up. Well, I went on ahead and posted it anyway. And really what I should have done was just redone it, but I didn't. I posted it anyway. And it's been a very popular recipe. But I thought, you know what, I need to do that again because that is so aggravating to try to watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna put
the looking back at my videos the other day. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to
Cream of chicken. You can put cream of chicken or cream of chicken with herbs or whatever.
This is just a can of cream of chicken.
You can use the lower sodium fat, whatever.
Like I said, it's a very, very good casserole. It's very kid friendly. Everybody will love it. And it makes a lot too. Alright, so we got our can of cream of chicken. We've got 8 ounces of sour cream, about 6 ounces of cream cheese. Okay. And I have a little bit of milk here that I'm going to put in. Now listen, if I didn't have this milk in the fridge, I would not buy milk for this recipe. You can use it or you can leave it out. Y'all know I'm going to do about 1/4 of a cup. Y'all know I tell you, I don't have milk that often because we just don't use it.
Okay, so now we're going to put the little bit of milk in there.
The other day because I was
We
making
put milk today. Why is it all?
birthday. And then we use some more for our
Okay, that's it. Just a very little bit, okay?
Your OTC usually likes to run it systematically out here, but tonight we're going to change things up a little bit.
Okay. So, then I see she's going to start with the seasonings. So, we are going to put some garlic powder. That was the oven. Okay, not too much. Oops, I think I did put a little too much because there's probably some in the garlic and the ranch seasoning. Now let's see. Did she put the parsley in now?
That dish was so good. Y'all gotta try that. Now let me get sidetracked here. But anyway, so I was glad to be able to use that milk in this recipe, but we're also going to put some of our pasta water in there, so you don't have to have the milk. If you've got it, good. If you don't worry about it. Okay. Now we're going to put some spices in. We're going to do a little bit of onion powder. Just a sprinkle because we're going to put a little bit of ranch seasoning in this.
To your liking, but there is some garlic and onion powder, I think, in the ranch, like I said before, so you may not have to use much.
So onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of parsley.
Okay, yes, she does put the parsley in now. She put it in her hands, but it's okay.
Give or take. We're going to do some pepper.
Okay, that's enough.
Because we're going to do some of the ranch and so just sprinkle of pepper in.
What is,
And then I have my
oh, the
ranch
pepper.
in here, y'all.
I was like, what is she?
Now,
She said no salt.
I'm going to start with about a tablespoon because this is pretty strong. And I don't want it to overtake the casserole. I do want to do
All right, now the ranch.
but not too much. So we're going to start with just 1 tablespoon.
I'm just going to use a spoon. I'm just going to use a spoon. Okay, and if you're on here, please hold on. I will see who's on here if somebody else came on here. Okay, and I'm still here, Shannon. You see? So just give me a moment.
Of cheese. It's just some that I grated up yesterday.
Okay.
So let's see, about a cup. Okay.
All right, so I did that.
That is all we have to do, except for mixing
All right, hold on.
chicken and our yeast.
She put some cheese in there.
Recipe, but we're also going to put some of our pasta water in there, so you don't have to have the
Hi, Monica. How are you doing? How has your day been going?
Put some spices in. We're going to do a little bit of onion powder, just a sprinkle because we're going to put a little bit of ranch seasoning in this. Garlic powder, which all these seasonings is in the ranch too, but I like to put a little bit of this too. So onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of parsley. Let's see here. We'll take that off because it's just easier to cut. So that's probably about half a tablespoon, give or take. We're gonna do some pepper. We're not gonna do any salt.
Did she say half a tablespoon? Oh, she was talking about the pepper. I thought she was talking about the ranch. I was like, she said a tablespoon. So a tablespoon of ranch if you want a light taste of ranch. If you want if you want more flavoring, you can put like 2 tablespoons. But after a while, you can go back and taste it. And if it has not enough ranch taste, you can add some more.
Just some that I grated up yesterday. So let's see, about a cup.
All right, so she said 1 cup of cheese. 1 cup of cheese. What did I write down? Oh, 2 cups. But that's later on. You're gonna add the other. But when I write down on my list, when I write down cheese. Oh, sorry. Hold on. When I write down cheese, just cheese, it could be any cheese. Now, if I write down a specific cheese they said, then it's that specific cheese. Unless, a lot of recipes can be used with other cheese. But when I say cheese, it could be any cheese. And sometimes it'll say cheddar cheese, but you can use Mexican. It could say something Italian or something else, and you can use mozzarella, So she said about a cup of cheese, that's half of the. So 1 big handful of my cheese, of cheese in my hand will make a cup because I've measured it before. So 1 big. Okay, and just add a little bit more. All right, that's it. Okay, I'm going to fold this. Close it and put it over here for now because I'll probably need, I need the 2nd cup.
Okay, y'all. That is all we have to do except for mixing in our chicken and our pasta water. So what I'm going to do, I have my burner here just on a very low setting. I'm just going to let all of this melt down. Let that cream cheese melt. Let all this get good.
She said on a very low setting. So I'm just going to go with a 3. 4 is simmer, but I'm going to go with a 3 between 2 and 4. Because it says low and then 2, 4, medium, 6, 8. So it's like in between. Okay. And we use this that I stirred the pasta with. Hold on. Let me stir this. Let's get it all melted down. The cheese doesn't really have to be melted, but we want to get the cream cheese smooth. So let's do this. All right, this is chicken casserole if you just came in. Chicken casserole. All right, so let me know if you're still here. Angela, are you still here? Shannon, are you still here? Monica, are you still here? Sorry if I didn't say hi soon enough, but if you come in and I don't say hi right away, I'm doing something over here for the recipe, but I will go on there and see if anybody new has come in since the last time I cooked. I promise.
I'm just going to let all of this melt down. Let that cream cheese melt. Let all this get good, mixed up, and whenever I come back, we'll throw in our pasta, our chicken, a little bit of pasta water, and then we're going to toss it up. It's that easy. Okay, y'all, if you can see here, everything's pretty smooth. You don't have to wait for like that shredded cheese and all that to melt.
Okay, so we do this, let it get smooth, and then we're going to dump in our pasta. Now, you know what I plan on doing? Now, it might not be anytime soon. I wish it before the end of the year, but if not, if not. Work on making something that I've made up, like, let's see, think of some things to put together and the measurements, or, you know, use your own like measurements on the spices, or I could say as needed or what you want, you know. So this is good. Let me show you guys. This is what it's all looking like. Okay. Hi, Claymore. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on YouTube. All right, I'll just call you Richard, if that's okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm making chicken casserole. Okay, I cooked my pasta already for it. And now I'm mixing, if you just saw this, I'm mixing the stuff to make the cream. It's 6 ounces of cream cheese, which I put the whole 8 ounce because I used a little more pasta than, it said 12-ounce bag of pasta. I used a 16 ounces. That's what I had. And instead of trying to guess what 12 out of the 16 was, I just put the whole thing in there. Okay? So I added a little extra cream cheese. 8 ounces of sour cream. 8 ounces of sour cream. Now, the cream cheese you can use in a block. You can use in a little container. Whatever you want. Okay? And then I put in the seasonings. Garlic powder, onion powder, and that's to your liking, but don't put too much garlic powder, onion powder, because we're going to be putting, well, I did already, but you put in ranch seasoning, and it probably has most of those ingredients in there. So just put a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, and some pepper. No salt because the ranch seasoning probably has a lot of salt. But yeah, so garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, and some pepper. Okay? Then put in some ranch. Now, if you have this for ranch or you have a packet, it don't matter. Put in 1 tablespoon. 3 tablespoons is 1 pack. But put in 1 tablespoon if you want a light tasting of ranch. If you want a little more of a ranch taste, put in 2 tablespoons. I said 2 tablespoons. She just said 1. And she said you can taste it later and see if you want more. But I put in 2 tablespoons because I like a little more ranch flavor. So I put in 2 tablespoons. And I'll taste it and see later. Okay, if you don't like ranch, you don't have to put it in at all. Okay? All right. So then after that, put in 1 cup of cheese. You're gonna use 2 cups of cheese, but you put in 1 cup for now and stir it all up. When I say cheese, I just mentioned cheese because you can put any cheese you want. Mexican cheese, cheddar cheese, whatever. I put in cheddar cheese. Just cheddar cheese. No, you can use medium. You can use sharp cheddar, medium cheddar. I just use the regular. I don't like sharp cheddar. Medium cheddar, I don't like too much either, but I will use that if that's what I got to. It won't bother me. Okay? And then stir it all together. Now, as far as the cheese, you can shred it on your own or you can get a bag of, it don't matter. Or whatever cheese you use. Okay, this is about smooth. It's good. So, just do the pasta ahead of time. Well, this, she said she used the same pot that she used to cook the pasta in. And I was going to cook, while the pasta was cooking, I was going to use my other big pan. But I chose, and then dump the pasta in there. But then I chose, no, the pasta only is going to take 5 minutes to cook after it boils. Because it's 7 to 8 minutes, because it's egg noodles. So it's only going to take 5 minutes. It's usually 7 to 8. But we're putting it in the oven, so you don't need to cook it that long. And save anywhere between 1.5 to 2 cups of the pasta water before you drain it. Because we're going to use 1 cup of pasta water, but you may need a little bit more. So you just want to have that extra. Then drain the pasta, and this is what I said. She didn't say it, but she had it cooked already way before. When the video started, the pasta was already done. So, and I'll have the pasta already done if I make this video again with this recipe. But, oh, okay. My brain just went off. But yeah, just rinse it with some cold water to stop the cooking, and then just rinse the pot that you cooked the pasta in, and just use it to put your cream cheese, spices, your sour cream, your ranch, and all that stuff. Okay, everything. Okay. So now it says we are going to put pasta in there. Okay. Pasta. Let's see.
For like that shredded cheese and all that to melt. Mostly just until you can get your cream cheese to smooth out. That's all you have to do.
Put your pasta in there.
12 ounces of egg noodles here. Now I cooked these egg noodles, y'all, for exactly 5 minutes. I timed it. I let my water come.
And we are going to stir it all up.
And then I tossed it in for 5 minutes.
Okay.
And drained it because
It's going to seem very thick and like it's not covering right. Like it needs more kind of like a liquid. But we'll get there when we add the pasta water and stuff.
that work. We're putting some of that pasta water in. But that's why I like to wait with the pasta water. That way we can see exactly
Oh, and
what we need.
along with all the sour cream, cream cheese seasonings and everything, you're going to add a little bit of milk, just a little bit, because we already got the pasta water going in there, so you just need a little bit of milk. Okay? So, pasta water. What do I got? About 1.5 in here, so I'll go down to about half a cup. Okay? Stir it up. That was the pasta water. Now, as far as the milk, when you're mixing all the other stuff up before, you let the cream cheese and all that melt, add a little bit of milk, just a little bit. If you don't have any milk, don't put any. Okay? You can put a little bit of milk in if you have milk. If you don't have milk, you don't need it. It's not going to hurt it. Okay? That's looking much better with the liquid. And she had put a little bit more in there because she thought she needed it. So you just check. If you think it's still a little too dry or whatever, put a little more. Just a little bit more. All right, that's good. So I put a little bit over a cup. But let me see. I think she said 2 cups of chicken. I had a rotisserie chicken, and I, took it off the bone. What I did was, Richard, so, I did a hack. I put the whole chicken in a gallon-sized bag, and I smushed the bag around, closed it up, smushed the bag around, and the chicken came off the bones. But when you're done, you want to, as you're pulling the chicken out the bag and tossing it in a bowl, you want to check, make sure no little bones are caught in there, and throw away any bones as you're picking through there. Okay? But if you only want to pull off a certain amount, then just do it by hand and then put the rest in the refrigerator. But you can pick it all off and then put in a Ziploc bag, whatever you don't use.
Some of you may have seen this whenever I did it before. Some of you may not. So this is just what I wanted to make today. It sounded good. I'm going to share it. Okay. Let's get our chicken. I have about 2 cups of chicken here. This is just a rotisserie chicken that I just now diced up, and I left it pretty big.
Okay. So she said 2 cups of chicken. She said she just used a rotisserie chicken, but she diced it up. But If it's a rotisserie chicken, you don't need to dice it up. Just pull it apart into little pieces. But if you want to make your own chicken, if you want to dice up chicken and then cook it in a pan and then use that, or cook whole chicken in a pan and then cut it up, or bake the chicken and then cut it up, whatever you want to do. Okay? So I'm just going to see how much chicken. Usually I would just put all of it in, but I want to see how much chicken 2 cups is, and then I'll mix it up, and then we'll see if I want more, because I like chicken. 1, 2. Hold on, I got a big piece in my hand. Okay, let's stir this up. If it's enough, then I'll just put the rest in a Ziploc bag. See, once I stir it up, it doesn't look like enough chicken to me. I like chicken. See, there it is. Y'all can barely see the chicken. There it is. It's got the pasta in there and everything. See if there was enough chicken in there to me. You can see the chicken. But probably because I added extra pasta, so. Oh, I found a chunk of a bone. Okay, so let's. Heck. I was going to save the rest of it, but I said, heck. All right. Let's stir it all in there. Oh, heck. I said, oh, heck, and I went and dumped it. Have you guys ever started putting a little bit and it's like you were going to save something? You were just putting a little bit and then you looked at it and said, oh, heck, and dumped the whole thing. Okay. Now, can y'all see the chicken in there now? You probably can't because it's... Probably can't from the picture. All right, Shannon, just checking to see if... Sometimes it's hard to see through my computer, Richard. Sometimes things look a little blurry and the lighting looks a lot different than my iPad, so sorry about that. Thank you. When I saw the recipe the first time, it looked yummy. All right, Shannon, you're the only one that responded, so maybe Monica and Angela left. Plus, it only says one is watching. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. All right, let's take the next step.
That I just now diced up, and I left it in pretty big pieces because y'all know once we stir it.
She left the pieces in big pieces when she diced it up. That's up to you if you want big pieces, small pieces. But when it's a rotisserie chicken, I don't need to dice it up. I just pull it apart into tiny pieces or bigger pieces, depending how you want it. Depending how you want it. Okay, so she is stirring it up. And while she is stirring it up,
Snack time's on.
let me get my. Okay, let me get my
You have to bake it too?
casserole. You can taste it. But just use a spoon. Yeah.
What's in it?
My son just tasted.
Huh?
Just tasting it. I mean,
What's in it? What's in it?
some spices, some ranch, chicken, pasta,
Ranch.
some pasta water. Just taste it.
I think the flavor is great. I think it'll be really good.
What's it taste like?
Ranch?
Too much? Let me see that.
I just don't really like ranch in my pasta. I'm gonna dip that. Like that's all I tasted. It was like warm ranch.
I didn't put a lot of
That's
ranch.
just me though. I don't like
Hi
ranch
guys,
in
Chef
pasta.
Malik here.
I don't like ranch in pasta that much. That's probably just me.
Whenever you put it in your casserole like this, it just adds
It
so
smells
much
really
more
ranchy.
flavor
Yeah,
to your
exactly.
dish. Look at that, y'all. Don't that already look good? I love this casserole, and I know y'all want to. Some
She put 1 tablespoon of ranch because she likes a light ranch. I liked it a little. I thought another tablespoon was only going to bring it up a little bit. I didn't think it was going to kill it. So I just put 2 tablespoons. That's not even a whole pack. The whole pack is 3 tablespoons. Well, I'll taste it. Okay, let me taste it, guys, because they're saying it tastes like just a little too ranchy. But that's not the worst thing in the world, is it?
No,
I don't like it. I don't like that much ranch, but that's just me.
yeah, it is overpowering.
And I do taste the pasta water. You taste the pasta water?
I keep it
All right, she's stirring it up.
It's still water.
Let me get me a spoon. Quick taste test.
Good ass taste now, man.
Drink some water. She's like, see her part.
Okay, so she's tasting it to see if she needs more ranch. But it's going to be perfect. And it does not taste as ranchy as y'all said. It does not taste like too much ranch.
Because you just like ranch.
I don't think it tastes like too much ranch, but they said it did. So, it's a different opinion, and that's all up to different people. So, if I were you, unless you love ranch to death like that, I would start out with 1 tablespoon. Once all the pasta, the chicken is all mixed up, taste it, and if it's enough ranch, good. If you need a little more, put a little more in there and stir it up, okay? So, let's pause it. All right, we are going to go and add it to the casserole dish. All right, who has the TV loud?
He's watching SmackDown.
Babe. All right, Shannon, thank you for telling me. Babe. Can you please turn the TV down? I told you that earlier. You knew it. Well, they can hear it. All right, my husband turned it down. I think it was our TV. He said it was already down low enough, but I said if y'all can hear it. But so I got my husband to turn it down. He's watching SmackDown, which I've already missed 35 minutes of it, so I can go back and rewatch it if I need to. So, oh, why is it still on? All right, Alvin. Somebody come here. You didn't go. Please don't do that. Either hold this or pour it in. I'm going to get my son to help me because it's heavy and the pan was, there's not a lot of room for the pan, so it's not on like a flat. It's more kind of, so I wanted to hold the pan steady. Now, if it had been on a flat surface, I probably would have been able to do it. So you're not going to eat this?
I don't like it.
All right, next time I'll just put 1 tablespoon. Will that help you?
I'm just not much of a warm ranch, like mixing it with pasta and stuff.
Okay, so my son doesn't like ranch too much mixed with stuff like this. Like when you say ranch chicken or, you know, those recipes that have the ranch name in it. Well, you can't satisfy everybody every single time. It's true. So he's going for his nuggets. Well, we know. That doesn't mean it's bad, guys. It just means it's his opinion. Okay? You know, everybody has a different opinion. All right. So, it's all in there. And she's getting everything out of there. She's scraping it. And, well, I decided to. Oh, I got some more. Just a little bit more. Okay. All right. So.
Wow. Wow, how do you say that the Ravens are dominating?
You need to calm down.
I think I like that. I love the good.
Are you eating this, Malik, or not? So that's number 2. Well, I know its problem is probably because of all the cheese, cream cheese. Does sour cream bother you too? Sour cream? Does sour cream bother you too? Cream cheese, sour cream, and cheese. I just put 3 things in there that bothers him. I mean, it's not a thing to the point where you're gonna die, but you know, lactose intolerant. You know those lactose. If you're lactose intolerant, then you know what happens when you eat too much. If you eat cheese, sour cream, cream cheese, and all that stuff, and regular milk, you know what happens. Okay, so she's putting cheese, the other cup of cheese on top. The other cup of cheese on top. Pudding. Okay? We already have cheese in it. So I'm not gonna make it a thick, so I'm not gonna make it a real thick, layer. Okay, so got that. I got to go back a little bit, see what temperature. I don't even know what temperature she said the oven was, because she didn't say it at the beginning, so we could preheat it. Like at the beginning, I try to say I'm preheating my oven at, or preheat your oven at, so you can know ahead of time. I would have told you at the beginning so you could preheat it, but I didn't even know. I should have listened to the end. I should have. Wait, okay, she said 350. Wait, did she say cover? Probably about 20 minutes, then I'll get it out, take the full off, sprinkle a little bit more cheese on top, and pop it back in there for probably 5-10 minutes, and that's going to be it. Our casserole will be done. Wait, what did you say? A noodle. Then minutes, then I'll get it out, take the full off, sprinkle a little bit more cheese on top, and pop it back in there for probably 5-10 minutes. That's going to be it. Our casserole will be done.
A lot of the grains that all of them.
These little pans scare me. I don't like to get out of my cooking sheets. Sit under. But anyway, y'all, 20 minutes, cover, and we'll be back.
Oh, I know, yeah, that wasn't the one day.
Got it in the oven covered for 20 minutes. I just got it out.
Okay, here's the thing. She said 20 minutes at 350. Okay? And then take it out. Sprinkle the top of it with cheese, which I already did. And if you can see it, you see it's yellow with cheese. I did that already. Pop it back in for 5 or 10 minutes so the cheese will melt. But before I heard that, I already topped it with cheese, so that's okay. If you top it with cheese, because there's a lot of recipes that say top it with cheese and put it in for 15 to 20 minutes. So it'll be okay. The cheese will be okay for 15 to 20 minutes.
Comment, share, do any of that kind of stuff. I don't have to pick like right things, but I do appreciate it whenever y'all do leave your feedback. But I want to let you know it's not ever expected.
Okay, so we're gonna stick it in there
Appreciate you
for about 20 minutes.
don't ever feel obligated. I don't like that aggravation of stuff like that.
Well, she said 20 minutes, take it out, and then 5 to 10 minutes more after the cheese is on. So, since that being that said, I'm going to do 15 minutes. So, if you'd rather put the cheese on right away, you can. Just stick it in there for 15 or 20 minutes. Start at 15, and then if it's not enough, check it again at 20. Okay? But if you'd rather, you can put it in for 20 minutes, take it out, top it with cheese, and put it back in for 5 to 10 minutes more to melt the cheese. You can do it either way.
Just long enough for it to melt and you couldn't bubble it. And now I'm gonna get us some out. Yo, this is so easy and simple.
Malik,
Even picky, this is
you know Richard Claymore?
You have picky eaters, it don't
You know Richard Claymore?
peppers and it's hard to find.
Huh?
I've heard his name why.
Because he said hi to you. I'm just saying, he's on my YouTube. He came on the one time, and he was new, so he said he subscribed to me. He just said, hi, Malik. Like he knew you already.
It's hot.
I just heard
That
you
was
say
the
his name. And when he was just like, hi.
Is he on your list?
You know, I
My
told
list.
you
Well, when you had
Like,
Facebook,
Kitty.
friends or followers or whatever.
We didn't see it all day yesterday. I think it was the day before.
Okay, Richard, you know Malik already? Because he's acting like,
I just told you no. Like, I'm Malik. I know who I know. I think I know who I am.
oh, I know. Never mind. He said hi, Alvin.
What?
Richard said hi. I know. The first time he came on when he was new, he asked, he said, oh, he must have got your names from the last time. Yeah, I think that was it. That's it. Sorry, I forgot. I told you their names last time. You said you could see because I told you they could see you. So I forgot about that. Sorry, Richard.
She wanted to tell you.
He said, I don't know Malik. It was from the last
What did
time.
he say above that?
Huh?
He said something before that.
She's been busy ever since. I hadn't had time to really be on the page much.
He said,
So no, I've
Not seeing it.
hi, Alvin. How's the job?
All right there.
Just tell him.
Right there.
I know. He said, how's the job?
It's going great.
He said it's going great. He's just in training. He's not doing the actual job yet. And he said, Malik, you got some guns on you.
That's gotta be racist.
Yeah, he goes to the gym at times. So, yeah.
No, Mom, that's not what he's talking about.
He's like, he's black.
Well, at least still watching. That's not what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah, he
The
said
gym.
he said hi to you and Albert because you were on the other time when he first came on. That's what it was. I forgot about that. But I remembered that when I went over there and started to ask him how he know you. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Last time.
How she gonna act like no one
And you probably
like, no, I don't.
and you probably recognize the name because you might have heard me say it the last time. That's where it's familiar.
No, I'm heard the Richard name.
So this is only like his second time on here. So he's new. All right. When I started to come over here and started to ask you, how do you know Malik? Then my brain all of a sudden realized, oh, it was from the other live. Yeah, I had just remembered. So sorry, I had forgotten. Yeah, I remember. I had forgotten that. Yeah, that you from last time. So my bad, Richard. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm just putting some things back. The seasonings I took out. So I'm just gonna chit chat with you guys while it cooks in the oven. It's about 10 minutes and 40 seconds left, and I had put it up 15. So it gives us some time to chit chat. Some people do those short videos where they Like this one. This lady, her video is at 15 seconds and 15 minutes and 25 seconds. And then, because while it was in the oven, she skipped the 20 minutes, and then when it was in again, after she put the cheese on it, she skipped that. Now, I have been doing this. Yeah, so, okay. I was just asking that, Shannon, because that let me know that you can see the cheese on it. Okay? But, see, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I've been on here over a year, okay? I've been on this live. I've been on Facebook since way back since 2009, but I've been doing this content creator and cooking stuff for over a year, right? Not 2 years, but over a year. But I still have no clue on how to edit videos. I promise you I don't. I have no clue on how to edit videos. Not from Facebook, not from YouTube. So, with that being said, I don't know how to skip, redo the video and skip the oven time. Now, she probably did a pre-recorded, when you just record, you're not live, you're just recording. That being said, that's when you can edit it and skip the oven time, show it when you put it in, and then the next scene will be when you're pulling it out. There's a way to do that, I know that, but I don't know how to do it. But when I cook, I don't like to cook pre-recorded videos. I like to go live. When I used to do my crock pots, I used to pre-record the first and second video. Then I'd go on my editing app, which I figured out that when I put the first video on there and put the second video on there at the same time, they become one. I saw that. Okay? They become one. And there's a way to edit things in there if you want, but they become one, and then I have to load it back to my phone as one video, and then I can put them on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. But then, in the last several months, I chose to do a live when I do my crock pots and just do a part 1 live and then come back later in the evening and do a part 2 when it's almost done. So I like being live instead. Why you leave this out here? Well, whoever wants the dishes. I said whoever. I didn't say who has to. I just said whoever. Look, I just said whoever cleans dishes. I didn't say who was going to do it. You're going to have to do very good with ending the lid. We need to put the we can put the straw thing through it. Look, not only for straws. It's for little tiny spaces. Oh, and I forgot to put barbecue sauce on the lid. I did. Sorry, guys. Our barbecue sauce is gone, and I'm just saying how we got to clean it. But I was going to buy some more barbecue sauces because now we're out, but I forgot. I don't use it for cooking a whole lot, but one day I am going to make barbecue chicken. I love that. But my son likes to use it to dip, and it does taste good, but he finished it up. I forgot to. But we were supposed to be on the list, and I went to the store today.
So we're going to toss those in the bottom of our casserole dish. Hey, y'all. Okay, let's make a delicious... chicken casserole.
Okay, that's it. So we're just waiting. It's now got 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay? So I'm going to have to rewatch Raw. I like to watch wrestling. Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. And I usually try to get, since my husband doesn't have to work He works overnight and he leaves about 7:45, a little around 7:20 something on Sunday nights because he has to take the bus and the buses run different on Sundays. But usually I start cooking at 5 o'clock so I can get done in time my husband to eat before he goes to work. You had more than that?
No, some of them are just still cold.
Oh. But yeah, so on Friday nights he doesn't have to work. So I start about 5:30, sometimes 6, but I want to try to get done. Alvin, if you leave any crumbs up here, you need to get them all.
Right.
But so I try it 5:30 or 6, but I try to get done in time so I can watch my SmackDown, my wrestling. But because I was already late starting, yes, people, if you weren't on here beginning or you didn't see my post, well, if you're not on Facebook, you won't see it. But if you are on Facebook and you didn't see it, I had made a comment saying I was going to be late on. It was like almost 5:30, a little after maybe. And I said I was going to be about 15, 20 minutes late. It might have been a little longer than that. I don't know.
That's a great part.
But because I had just got in about close to 5:30, and that's when I was supposed to go live. But I had to put some groceries away. And then I had to set up my little tripod and turn on my computer and iPad and, set up the live, put the titles, get everything set up so I could start. So, yeah. So now we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So, and I do like to chat. Let's see, anybody else on? Nope, it's only me and you, Shannon, on here. And on my YouTube, it's only me and Richard. I've got I think 2 or 3 people that come on my YouTube.
You broke the whole wall.
Like my best friend from high school. She comes on my YouTube once in a while. Normally she's on my Facebook. Like now, she's on my Facebook watching. She'll come on my YouTube sometimes. And sometimes she'll tell me she's on both. Yeah, if you have a computer and a phone, or a phone and an iPad, you can do both. But yeah, and then I have another lady. She used to come on my YouTube all the time. Then she said she didn't have a Facebook, but according to the dates on her Facebook, it looked like she already had it. I don't know, but she used a different name a different last name on Facebook. But she told me that ahead of time. So she'll sometimes come on my YouTube. Well, I mean my Facebook. She normally comes on my Facebook. Occasionally she'll come on my YouTube, but she used to be on my YouTube all the time. But she hasn't been on either one in a long time. So, well, the other day she came on for a short while. I think it was her. No, it was another one, not her. I don't know why she hasn't come on now. But I have another friend. No, that never. No, that one friend I'm thinking of never came on my Facebook. I mean, my YouTube. She used to come on my Facebook. And I was wondering where she had been for a while. And she said she had gotten caught up a little bit. Not like terrible where her house came apart, but, some privacy fence and some stuff came down in her yard. She was in the midst of Helena. How do you say that, Storm? So, yeah. But because some people will come on my like YouTube a bunch of times, and all of a sudden I don't see them no more. Same thing with Facebook. I'm not saying everybody, but some people. So a lot of people that's been coming on, I don't know what's going on because I'm like so serious. There has been now, Shannon, you know Mel, and you know Doreen. You already said last time that they're nice friends, and they are, but they haven't been on here in weeks and weeks, and I don't know what's going on. Now I've seen Doreen make comments here and there on when she comes to my replay. And they're not bad comments. She comments hashtag replay and then she may say something. And nothing bad, so I know everything's okay. I mean she wouldn't if she didn't want to watch me no more, she wouldn't watch my replays. But Mel I haven't seen on my replays or my lives. Except for was it last time or the time before she was on there for a short time. That's how I know she hasn't been around in a while because she got caught up in the storm. So I'm thinking maybe she had enough time just to come on for a little bit to talk. But I'm praying for her.
Is that microwave?
So, huh?
Been beeping for like 30 seconds.
What? Oh. Sorry, guys.
Clear.
Alrighty. Let's get this out. It's been, if I'm on live and nobody's around here and you hear beeping, just let me know. Or the way this is, you might be seeing the microwave. You might be seeing like a light going beep. You might hear the beeping sound, then see a light flashing. That's just the done. That's just the microwave beeping because it's done. So, because I'm hard of hearing. Sometimes sometimes I'm focused on talking to you guys that I don't even notice it. All right. Now, it is done. The cheese is completely melted. Now, that was 15 minutes. Now, if you want the cheese to be browned a little bit, you know how, you can brown your cheese when you put it on top of something in the oven. So if you want like slightly brown cheese, where it starts to brown, maybe put it in there for the full 20 minutes instead of just 15. Okay? Be careful, Alvin. That's hot. Yeah, probably 20 minutes if you want it brown. But if just the melted cheese and not browned is okay, then we're good. Okay? But if you'd rather cook it for 20 minutes, then take it out and then top it with cheese and put it back in for 5 to 10 minutes, then you can do it that way. That's the way she did it. But I missed that, and I went ahead and put the cheese on, and then she said that, and then I was like, oh, I was supposed to cook it for 20 minutes and then put the cheese in.
What the?
And then take it out, put the cheese on, and cook it for another 5 to 10. But it's okay to do it either way. It's not going to hurt the casserole. Okay?
I wish that would happen to me.
But now, if you had to put something in for like 30 or 40 minutes and then top it with cheese, you want to make sure you do it that way because that much time might burn the cheese. Okay? So, or like cook it for like 20 minutes in the last 10 minutes. If it's 40 minutes, maybe cook it for 25 and then the last 15 minutes, take it out, put the cheese in and cook it for the rest of the 15 minutes. Something like that. If the casserole has to cook for longer than 20 minutes, I would cook some first and then put the cheese on. Okay? All right. So, let's get a picture of this and then I'll show you guys. Okay. Let's get a picture of this. Okay. Then I'll get another picture of it when it's in my bowl so y'all can see like the inside of it. If I just post this picture, all you see is the top and you just see yellow cheese. And then you'll see some noodles poking through, but that's about all. Okay. So, tell me, Shannon, can you see it without me lifting it up and bringing it to the closer or bringing you closer? That's weird, Shannon. I haven't noticed any tons of likes and hearts. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, can you see it, Richard? Or do you want me to bring it closer? Well, I'll just bring it closer. Can you see that? Okay, and I'll show you my bowl when I make my bowl, because you can be able to see everything in the middle of it. Okay, because I'm going to taste it for you before I... That is so weird.
Why is MJ talking like that?
Nothing going on this side.
Oh,
Can you see that, or do you want me to bring you closer?
She's like, he's gonna be fine. He seems great. I'm like, bitch, you know why he's in there?
Because if I bring you closer, I have to lift it from the bottom because the bottom part is broken.
Because then she probably said something.
Let me see.
She wanted to act different.
Let me bring this down some. Oh, let me back it up. There we go. See that? When I look at it through the iPad, the casserole looks smaller than when I'm looking straight on at it. But yep, there you go. Okay. Oops. Sorry, guys. The iPad came off the tripod.
Wait, what was the captain?
It slipped
Quarterback
sometimes.
Rice.
I know. What was the quarterback?
He's a wide receiver.
You think he hasn't played receiver that long? I think he's the quarterback.
Okay, what I'm going to have to do, and I'm going to try this before I go on an actual live. Maybe I'll try it this weekend since I won't go on live till Tuesday. Oh, that's perfect. Do you see the stove perfect? See the casserole? You can see me if I'm standing like this. Sometimes I got to get a little closer to see the comments because my glasses, I don't know what's wrong with them. But anyways. Thank you, Shannon. I love this shirt. You see that? Well, you can't see it all. But you see those that go around here? All these? Those are, did you notice those were dog prints? Those were dog prints? I don't know if you noticed that. I got this from,
Yeah, he played quarterback.
that's the big dog print at the bottom right here. I got this from Temu. I don't know if you heard of that. It's very popular now, but I got it from Temu. Okay, so I'm going to dump. I dumped that pasta water because I don't need it anymore. Okay. So But anyways. Okay, so that's good. So let me turn off. And once the oven cools down, I can put my baking sheets or cookie sheets or whatever you want to call them. Who calls their sheet pans cookie sheets? Or who calls them bake pans? Baking pans or cookie sheets? I call them either one. They're both. You put cookies on them, and they're baking sheets as well. I am so thirsty. I even get thirstier when it's hot. With the oven being on and stuff, it was hot. But okay. So I'm going to make my bowl, test it for you guys, and then I'll be getting off of here. So let's try this. Okay? Now, sometimes if I'm in the mood, I might have cooked this a little longer, just to get a light browning on top of the cheese. But I always want to fill my bowl up, but I always keep forgetting. I don't know why I do that, because I know I won't eat the whole bowl. And if I want more, I can always come back for more. Well, especially here, we're gonna have leftovers definitely. But there you go. This is the inside. You see cheese, pasta. Can you see any chicken? Let's see.
Washington isn't even in.
It's hard to see the chicken, it really is. Like, here is some chicken. See? Here is some chicken. But see, here's the inside of the bowl. Okay, that was just the chicken. All right, let me take a quick picture of this bowl.
Let me see if Apex is done. It might not be. I was downloading MLB at the same time, but MLB's not that big of a game.
Let me take the.
How much did you say you needed for Apex?
Okay.
Shit.
Got the picture.
142.
2-3 days or 1 day.
Okay. So let's taste this.
They're both should be done.
MLB's not Apex. I'll wait for that to finish. First playoff game
Oh, it's
against
because it could be gaming over there.
Okay.
Well, the game, I guess it's just installing.
I do my little dance when it's really good. Oh, that's good.
2 buses. I'm gonna just go right to HEB from there.
If you're not a part of my Facebook Cooks,
on Sunday.
it's called Facebook. Spell it out. Cooks with an S at the end. I post a whole bunch of different recipes in there that I find, and anybody else can. I got another administrator that helps me with the group. We thought of it. Well, there is a third administrator, but she hasn't been on here in over a year because she had some surgery on her eyes and she really can't see. And well, actually, she is kind of blind, so her eyesight was supposed to come back, but it hasn't yet, so she can't get on Facebook. But yeah, we administrators post some stuff, and if you join the group, you can post stuff if you want. If you find a recipe or you have one written down that you want to take pictures of, where you wrote it down and then post it on here, you can. Like I found a recipe for tartar sauce. It was by Natasha's Kitchen. She was a video she made about her husband going out and cooking for her. It was a video, and then she showed us what kind of fish she made out on the grill, so he wouldn't smell up the house with fish. But then she was talking about the homemade tartar sauce um, that she's been making for years, so it's not new. But then there's a place you can click on to get the link to go there. And I was able to go there and save it. It's called natasha'skitchen.com. And you can heart different recipes of hers you like and save them so you can come back and find them. But there was no way to. You can heart it, save it on that page, and then it says pin it if you want, like on Pinterest. But there was no other options to like save it to Facebook, Instagram, and all that. So there wasn't a lot of ingredients, and there was only one step for the recipe. Mix all the ingredients and stir. That's it. And if you like your tartar sauce cold, make it ahead of time and set it in the fridge so it can chill. I said that, but so I just took a picture of the ingredients and I took a picture, saved it, took a picture of the instructions that had that showed a picture of it, what it looks like, and that's it. And I haven't posted it on Facebook Cooks yet because I forgot, and I got busy at the grocery store. So, or I will tonight or tomorrow morning. Just like I say, I will post what I cooked tonight. The 2 pictures I took, I'll post it tonight or tomorrow morning.
I forgot I was doing the end around.
And then here comes Sunday or Monday, and I'm like, oh, I haven't posted yet. I forgot. Just like I posted the picture of what I made Tuesday yesterday. Yeah. So, bad me because I forget very quick. I mean, I don't remember long term. But anyways, it's really, really good. Y'all should make this. I'm gonna go on my Facebook Cooks and click on her video, because when you just leave it as is, the comments will be on my post. But if you click on it and bring the video big, it'll be comments from her post. So I can let her know, because I want to let her know I made it, show a picture, and tell her it was so good. So if you make any of my recipes, and I tell you it's on Facebook Cooks, please come to the recipe, especially if you, actually, when you're gonna make the recipe, comment dinner tonight on my post, which lets everyone know this is what you're making for dinner. And then come back after you take pictures of it, and where you wrote dinner tonight, reply to your own comment with a picture of how it came out. Now, you don't have to do this to join the group, but it would be very much appreciated if you did, because I haven't seen anybody do it yet. I don't know if anybody has made any recipes that are in the group, but I would like that, because I would like to just see how your food turns out and what it looks like, you know? So yeah, just do that. And you can post your own recipes, like I said before, screenshots of stuff you find on Facebook, or if you find it somewhere else and they give you the option to share to Facebook, whatever you want. Just make sure, especially if it's from one of your memories, because I have recipes in my memories that I had posted on my timeline before I made this group up, and I want to share them to the group so I could bring it up at any time. But if there's a link, I always check the link first, because it's so many years old that I want to make sure it still works. Because sometimes it's just a video, and you got to listen to the video and listen to the measurements they say, and listen and watch each step. And sometimes you'll see a picture of the food, but if you click more, it'll show you a list of the ingredients, and then you'll see it written down, step 1, step 2. Some videos, some posts are like that. And then sometimes there'll be a link that you go to see the full recipe, to see the ingredients and then the steps on it. So yeah. But if it's an older video, just make sure the link still works or there is a way to see the recipe. Okay? And sometimes the link is like if you click more, you'll see the link. Sometimes you have to click on the video to go to the person who actually posted it and go to their comments and see the link posted in the comments. I don't know why they do it that way. I would just post it on the, not in the comments, like on the front part where you make your comment, where you make your post after you post the picture or video, and then on top you post whatever you want to say. I would put the link in there. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off here so I can sit down and eat and I can give my husband his food because it's almost 8:30 here. So I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to end this the way I end all lives. Oh, you had cheese sticks, Shannon? Must have been very nice. Do you dip your cheese sticks in marinara sauce? Or anything else? Anyways, I appreciate each and every one of y'all who came on, said hi. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate anybody who will come on later or tomorrow or whenever to watch the replay. Just comment #replay. And I want y'all to stay positive, do what you need to do for yourself, and just stay positive and do your thing. All right? And have a good weekend, a great rest of your evening tonight. Sleep well, and I love you guys. And you have a wonderful day tomorrow, Shannon. And you too, Robert.
Thank you.
All right, and I love you guys. And I will be live again on Monday between 2 and 2:30. And I know last Monday I missed it. So I'm trying my best not to be missing my live, but sometimes I get tired. Sometimes I fall asleep. Sometimes I don't know. But I'm going to try my hardest. So Monday between 2 and 2:30 on this page. So if you want to join me, invite anyone else to join me. But let's come and chit chat on Monday. All right? Let's chit chat. And for you, Robert, since you said you don't have a Facebook, and if you ever get one, let me know and I'll give you the names of my 2 pages and you can follow me if you ever do, okay? But I will be on here next Tuesday. Because I do Tuesdays and Fridays. I'll be on here next Tuesday and I'll be making a ground beef recipe. I'll be on here at 5 o'clock. I already know that because all during the week I go at 5 o'clock. Friday and I don't cook Saturdays. Friday night I go 5:36, whatever time because my husband doesn't have to work. So to give y'all a heads up, next Tuesday I will be making something called lazy beef lasagna. Okay? Lazy beef lasagna. And that's next Tuesday. So I still have to go out and I have to buy. No, I have to look for a 20 to 25 ounce package of frozen or refrigerated cheese ravioli. I couldn't find it today. One time when I was looking for a refrigerated tortellini, I found it. And I found ravioli right there with the tortellini. It was at a Walmart, but it was at a different Walmart than I went to today. So I might either go back to that Walmart or something. I had a gift card that I bought for myself that from the app where I do 4 payments. They sell gift cards, so that helped. But anyways, I have a little bit of money left on there, so sometime this weekend I got to go to another Walmart. Oh, I was going to say, or HEB, my main store here, but I can't because that's a Walmart gift card. So maybe sometime this weekend I'll go to a different Walmart. We have 2 Walmarts that we can go to that are not
With 3.
like really far away. But so we went to one today, so we'll go to the other one. Maybe Sunday. But I had forgotten when I needed the cheese
Sunday?
ravioli and I need it for Tuesday. So huh?
He's not going to want to go out on Sunday.
It's a football game.
Yeah, there's football games on Sunday. He's not going to want to go out.
Do you guys think I want to go back out again tomorrow?
It doesn't matter. You're just going to Walmart.
Especially
So why we're going somewhere 2 days in a row?
Huh?
And he works. And he works after the game,
Yeah.
so he wants to chill, watch the game while he can.
So you might as well go tomorrow.
No. Because there was 2 or 3 items that I could not find at the Walmart. I could not find. They were out of lemon juice. I wasn't buying real lemons. They had lime juice, but they didn't have no lemon juice. Because I'm looking for that. I'm not getting real
All
lemon.
popped out.
But
It's a
I couldn't find any
gross.
ravioli, refrigerated or frozen.
I'm putting my baby.
So I have to.
You have to start throwing those on purpose.
It's like all over me.
Oh, and I had thought about water, but we had too much stuff. Neither one of us could carry that
I
water.
know.
Cat.
No, they was already struggling to get milk.
So yeah. So I'll talk to you guys on Monday between 2 and 2:30 if you decide to come on. All right? I know you might be working, Shannon. But I'll talk to you next Tuesday, Robert, if you choose to come on and watch my Tuesday live for cooking. That'll be around 5 o'clock. And like I said, it's called Lazy Lasagna. All right? So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. And I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday. Bye, guys. Have a good evening, Robert.
Oh.